Hey guys, in today's video I want to talk about Wigglytuff, who's probably still the strongest tank in the game. I now support category, but we all know that Wigglytuff offers a lot of CC and is very strong frontline. Small disclaimer for this video, I would not necessarily recommend playing Wigglytuff in solo queue. Wigglytuff truly shines. It's the same as someone like Snorlax, right? They don't do enough damage. They have low CC, but they don't really damage on their own and it's very hard to carry. So when is the best to pick Wigglytuff when you see your lanes having a strong laner? Let's see someone picks in your team Ninetales and goes bot lane. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna go Wigglytuff because Wigglytuff Ninetales is super strong. Wigglytuff Pikachu, you know, any like mage or very strong early game Pokemon are super good with Wigglytuff. Or you just play Wigglytuff in pre-mates. That's where Wigglytuff really shines. You know, when you have a duo queue, a triple queue. In those scenarios, Wigglytuff really starts shining. For the head items, we have Focus Band, Score Sheet, and Body Barrier. So just full on tank page, nothing else you should be going for. And yeah, for the early game, you just want to get lasted with Pound as much as you can. Defense curling into wall and hitting an opponent actually resets Pound as well. It's quite an interesting strategy. And on level 4, we will go for Sing. So I've been playing some Wigglytuff in solo queue, and let me tell you, it's very difficult. Again, Wigglytuff is very strong, but it just doesn't carry on your own, right? Like, it's a complete setup tank, again, similar to Snorlax and similar to other supports like Blissey. What else there? You know, just straight up CC tanks that have no damage. Someone like Blastoise is much better carrying games as a defender. He's not a better tank, but he can carry games much harder on its own. So this is like not a, this is not a insane solo queue character, but Wigglytuff in general is just so hard to play against and so annoying still. The Q jump passive is absolutely insane. The one where, you know, they get just, you just exist and you CC them. So if you have Sing is a very strong CC, very straightforward as well. You just press it, run to your opponents, and they fall asleep. And early game we have Pound, and on level 6 we get Gleam just for damage. It's just a bit better than double clap or double slap. Just pretty good damage actually. Can even sometimes secure Zapdos, which actually I've done in the past. I've gotten Gleam Zapdos deals. So yeah, I would recommend playing Wigglytuff either in a lane with like Ninetales, Pikachu, let's say Lucario, Machamp, anything. Absol is also totally fine, right? Anything that does damage, anything that has good early game and has damage is insane with Wigglytuff. I also like playing Gardevoir with Wigglytuff because as soon as you get to... The thing actually reduces special defense as well, and it makes me easy to hit my future sights, but obviously Rights is a bit bad, so until you get to level 5, it's gonna be a bit rough. Besides that, any like special attacker is very good since, again, Sing reduces special defense when they fall asleep of your opponent, so quite strong with anything. Also right here, this game I play top lane, but you can go top or bot lane, whatever you want, and this is what I talked about in some of my videos. When you play tank or support on top lane, rotate bot lane before the bot B spawn. Don't be top for the top Bs, just make sure that your team is strong on the bot B. Sadly, my team just died right before I arrived. But you want to be right now bot lane if you play tank or support at this point in time. And I'm just going looking for some poke here. Not much I can do, just hoping zone them away from the Bs. But they do have a Gibble, Garbite who pushes them away. Also, I'm running eject button. I don't really like slow smoke Wigglytuff too much anymore. I think you kind of just die. Yeah, I just try to buy so much time, but couldn't quite do much with it. But they're also very low. I live with my eject button, so I think eject button or X speed is a bit better. Also because if you play against slow smokes yourself, you're kind of screwed, right? Like you can't run out of them, you have no mobility. So yeah, you're kind of screwed if you don't have eject or X speed against slow smokes. And you also can't engage, right? Like with the eject button, you can actually blink onto enemies and sing them in team fights. Here I'm just trying to zone. Wigglytuff's job is obviously to zone. It's a tank, a zoning tank, CC tank, and you're not meant to damage objectives. You're just there. You want to be aggressive. You want to zone them out. And here we just dive. It's also very easy to dive with Wigglytuff. Score sheet's also very nice. You can just run on especially early game. If you have like 10 or 20 coins, you can just sing onto the enemy goal, make them fall asleep, score with score sheet, and you pretty much always get it off. Here, this is something I also talk about. After we break this bot goal, we should push in the second goal. We have 3 Unite moves up, right? We have Charizard, Absol, and my Unite up. So me and Talonflame should have easily pushed. We should have been 3-4 here pushing. Instead, my entire team abandons me, and I'm gonna die here. I'm not gonna use my Unite move like really tough players will do. Don't do it. Don't use your Unite move for yourself. It doesn't make any sense. And yeah, sadly we die there, because people want to go for Rotom, and this Rotom is just not worth it to begin with either. Instead, we could have just went on their bot side, we could have taken 1 or 2 Ordinos there, we could have maybe invaded their jungle, and I'm pretty sure my Talonflame would have gotten his 40 coins in super easily. They have no jump pads yet, right? They need to run there if they want to get there and to defend. But yeah, so now we just go top lane, defend the Rotom that the enemies actually still got. And now as Wigglytuff, you don't really look for experience, you just want to help your teammates. Obviously, because I can steal away some experience like this, but your main job is to peel, right, and look for engages as much as you can. But your main job is peeling, and here I'm just looking for something. I'm just scouting. So this game doesn't have wards, right? So characters like Wigglytuff, Snorlax are there as your vision. As any tank and any other MOBA, tanks are there to provide vision for the team. So they scout around, they stay in brushes, they kind of act like as a ward or scouting drone, whatever you want to call it. And you're the ones that have to give your team vision. So I'm just looking around on bot side, say this guy kind of dies. I'm looking for my episode to help him out now. And you just want to peel as much as you can. There's Trevenant here, I'm just going to kill him fast. And now we try to peel for our Absol. But yeah, Wigglytuff is still very squishy. So like saying best tank or tank is kind of still questionable sometimes. Because Wigglytuff is very, very, very squishy. They're quite fast. He will turn it around fast. Nice thing. We have our focus band and you had my focus band up. So I kind of baited them a bit. And my build checker comes in time. My Talonflame comes in time. And we bought enough time for them to both die. I did lose my focus band. I don't recall here because I see Dreadnoughts up. And I still have Unite move up. So I can't really die. I just want to use my Unite move once. And be done with it. So I'm just going to walk into the middle of my team. Just Unite move to get them a shield. And that my teammates can team fight. Obviously, later on team fights, you kind of want to look for Wigglytuff Unite to cleanse anything. It gives unstoppable effects to the entire team around Wigglytuff. So if you, let's say you can counter Blastoise Unite moves, Talonflame Unite moves, the Trevenant Unite move, anything that has huge AoE, CC, you kind of want to try and stop with Wigglytuff. Here, we stiffen it nicely, we do die, but we kill the entire goal, so totally fine for me dying. You shouldn't be afraid to die on characters like Wigglytuff either, because you will always be underleveled. You will not have a KO streak, you might have some scores, but your death time has to be so low that if you trade your life to kill 1 or 2 opponents, it's always worth it, pretty much. So, don't be too afraid to die. If you can look for something, obviously you shouldn't be feeding on cooldown, right? But you dying really doesn't matter too much. Here I decided to make to rotom time, or should we start any insta-surrender voting? Classic solo queue. Insta-surrender vote after something goes wrong. This rotom really doesn't matter much. I mean, we can easily defend it. This Sidrai can defend bot goal as well in case they do something. And yeah, we just kill it fast. Also, I think I forgot to mention the boosted auto attack of Wigglytuff also CCs a bit, so also something you want to look out for. And the way Gleam works, actually it has, I think I haven't said that yet, the way Gleam works, it has a 2 damage passive, or like 2 damage parts. First one is very low damage, and then the second one is bigger damage, if they stay in the same area. That's pretty much just it, very straightforward. So you want to keep your opponents close, so you always kind of want to sing onto, or Gleam onto sleeping targets. Here we do a bit of weird things, but they did at least use some Unite moves for this. Yeah, just recalling. I could probably stay with my team on bot side, but this bottom fight is kind of weird. Like, I'm very scared of these fights, because if people like to use their Unite moves, like Trevenant, that's actually perfect for us. Now, Trevenant used Unite move for no reason. That's actually quite good for us. People like to use Unite moves in these 30 to 40 second pre-Zapdoses. Good thing I'm the Wigglytuff this game, so I won't have my Wigglytuff, which my Wigglytuff players normally do. Use Unite move right before Zapdos. But yeah, it's kind of scuffed right now. We're just fighting for no reason. I'm just trying to help my team out, but the team fight was just so pointless to begin with. I'm just decided, okay, I'm just running back into them to die fast, so I respawn faster. Again, my death timers are so low, I'm pretty much still respawning. My Absol also, I don't know what this guy... Yeah, these plays are just what makes you lose games, right? It's just so pointless for the strat now. But anyways, we're respawning now. Just try not to take team fights right before Zapdos spawns. Just don't do it. But of course your teammates will do it, so you kind of still have to sometimes speak with them and decide. But yeah, those are... I think those lose a lot of games. I'm just looking in now, I'm just blinking on the Talonflame, but I get pushed back. I just wanted to be aggressive. Here I just Unite move to the Garchomp Unite move to help my team out, and now we just kite around a bit. I'm already pretty low, I don't have focus band up, so I have to be careful. But I find a nice thing here on 2 targets, and we take them down, slapping them. Nice, Brave Bird comes in, and we do get 2 more kills. It was a bit of a messy team fight, but yeah, we did hit a nice Unite move on 3 of our allies as well. And now we just pay attention onto Zap. Sadly, Garchomp actually, I just wanted to zone him, right? Wigglytuff doesn't really damage Zapdos. Your main goal is to zone opponents away. So I tried my best, but sadly his Dragon Rush, Dragon Claw took me down a bit as well. Now we're obviously looking for the scores. And my team is getting some in, but the game is not over yet. And this is the scenario as well again, late game. Have one top lane, have one bot lane. Because if I'm not bot lane here, they already could gotten maybe some scores in. It's just very important to have one guy on bot and one guy on top, so you can instantly kill small score sheets. Sadly, they do get this score in. But yeah, it was not probably, I don't think it was that close. I'm just knowing this Talonflame, if he scores, it could be close. So just trying to chase him down, making sure we don't run around across the entire map. And they die. That's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.